With the growing dependency on software, both in critical infrastructure and everyday operations, the threat landscape has expanded significantly. Cyber attackers increasingly target software vulnerabilities, posing a serious risk to organizational security. This presentation focuses on implementing the NIST 800-218 Secure Software Development Framework, SSDF. Our goal is to guide developers and information security teams in embedding security measures within the software development lifecycle, SDLC. By doing so, we aim to fortify our defenses against potential cyber threats linked to software vulnerabilities. Embracing the SSDF will help in developing more secure software, ensuring that security considerations are an integral part of the development process from the ground up. On this slide, we're focusing on the key objectives that this course aims to achieve. Firstly, it's about gaining a comprehensive understanding of NIST 800-218, also known as the Secure Software Development Framework, SSDF. You'll learn the essential components and principles that form the backbone of this framework. Secondly, we'll explore how to effectively integrate security measures into the software development lifecycle, SDLC. This will equip you with the techniques to embed robust security practices from the initial stages right through to deployment. Lastly, our objective is to enhance your software security posture. This involves learning strategies for proactively identifying and mitigating vulnerabilities, ultimately fortifying the security of your software products. These objectives collectively aim to elevate the security standards and resilience of software development practices. On this slide, we introduce the NIST 800-218, also known as the Secure Software Development Framework, SSDF. This framework is published by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, and outlines fundamental practices designed to enhance the security of software development. The SSDF serves a vital function by offering a standardized approach to incorporate security throughout the software development lifecycle. By adopting these guidelines, organizations can better ensure the development of secure software and significantly minimize vulnerabilities. The importance of implementing the Secure Software Development Framework, SSDF, is multifaceted. Firstly, SSDF addresses modern threats by providing robust defenses against sophisticated cyber attacks that increasingly target software supply chains. This is essential as threats continue to evolve in complexity and scope. Additionally, adhering to SSDF helps organizations comply with security requirements laid out in standards and directives, such as the Executive Order on Improving the Nation's Cybersecurity, ensuring that they meet necessary regulatory benchmarks. Beyond compliance, SSDF also offers substantial organizational benefits. By integrating security best practices into the software development lifecycle, companies can significantly improve customer trust. This not only fosters positive relationships with clients, but also helps in reducing the financial and operational impacts of security incidents. Implementing SSDF is, therefore, a strategic advantage, enhancing both security posture and customer confidence. In this slide, we focus on the key aspects of the Software Supply Chain Defense Framework, SSDF. These are fundamental components necessary for secure and effective software development. Firstly, evidence-driven auditing of SDLC processes is about implementing systematic checks and thorough documentation throughout the software development lifecycle. This ensures that security is consistently monitored and that there is transparency in the development process. Next, secure software development pipelines are essential. By establishing secure environments and automating security processes within CI/CD pipelines, we create a robust defense against potential threats. This automation helps in maintaining a high standard of security with greater efficiency. Lastly, trusted code integrity is critical across the supply chain. Ensuring security and authenticity for all software components, including third-party dependencies, prevents unauthorized and potentially malicious changes, safeguarding the code from external threats. These aspects are integral to fostering a secure software development environment and building resilience against vulnerabilities. In this slide, we focus on evidence-driven auditing within the software development lifecycle. The first key point is the implementation of systematic checks throughout the SDLC. This involves conducting regular security assessments using automated tools to ensure thorough code analysis and vulnerability scanning. The next aspect is maintaining detailed documentation. It's essential to keep comprehensive records of all security activities and findings, ensuring that traceability of code changes and security patches is clearly documented. Finally, compliance is highlighted. It's critical to align development processes with your organization's security policies and standards, enabling you to be well prepared for any external audits or regulatory reviews. By following these practices, you can enhance the security posture of your software development processes significantly. In this slide, we focus on establishing secure software development pipelines. Ensuring the security of these pipelines begins with creating isolated and hardened environments for development, testing, and deployment. This means limiting access through robust authentication and authorization mechanisms to protect the integrity of your workspaces. Next, we integrate security tools into our continuous integration and continuous deployment (CI/CD) workflows. Automating security vulnerability assessments and compliance checks within these pipelines helps in early detection and resolution, providing an additional layer of security without interrupting the flow of development. Finally, strong change management practices are critical. This involves a structured process for handling code changes, which includes steps like peer reviews and obtaining necessary approvals. Monitoring the pipelines for any unauthorized activities is also a key aspect to ensure that the entire process remains secure from start to finish. Through these practices, we lay a solid foundation for secure software development. In this section, we're focusing on ensuring trusted code integrity across the supply chain. The first step is component validation, which involves verifying the security and authenticity of third-party libraries and dependencies. It's important to source these components from trusted locations and to maintain a comprehensive inventory of them. Next, we look at code provenance, which is all about tracking the origin and history of code and software artifacts. This process employs cryptographic signatures and hashes to ensure the integrity of the code. Finally, supply chain security is addressed by assessing the security standards compliance of suppliers and partners. Establishing contracts that explicitly mandate security requirements is key in maintaining a secure supply chain. In this slide, we are focusing on the implementation of the Secure Software Development Framework, or SSDF, within your organization. The first aspect is assessment, where you evaluate your current development practices against SSDF guidelines to identify any gaps that need addressing. Planning follows, during which you develop a roadmap to integrate these practices, carefully allocating resources and assigning responsibilities to ensure a smooth transition. Finally, training your team is essential. It's important to educate all members on secure development practices and provide ongoing learning opportunities. This helps keep everyone updated on emerging threats and ensures that security is a continuous priority. Implementing the Secure Software Development Framework, SSDF, offers several advantages to organizations. By focusing on proactive security, teams can identify and address vulnerabilities at an early stage in the development process, significantly lowering the chances and consequences of security incidents. Beyond just security, adopting SSDF practices leads to quality improvement, enhancing the overall reliability of the software and thereby boosting customer satisfaction and trust. Furthermore, aligning with SSDF helps in meeting industry regulations and standards, thus preventing potential penalties and protecting the organization's reputation. These benefits collectively contribute to a more secure, efficient, and trusted software development process. In this slide, we'll explore best practices for secure software development. First, let's address the concept of security by design. This involves integrating security considerations right from the initial design phase, ensuring that potential vulnerabilities are identified and mitigated early on. Next, the least privilege principle emphasizes granting the minimum level of access that users and applications need to perform their functions, effectively reducing the risk of unauthorized access. Regular updates and patching is another critical practice, as keeping software components and dependencies current can help prevent the exploitation of known vulnerabilities. Lastly, having an incident response planning procedure in place is essential for quickly and effectively dealing with security incidents, thereby minimizing damage and recovery time. By incorporating these best practices, organizations can significantly bolster the security and reliability of their software products. This slide examines real-world implementations showcasing effective security practices, which highlight the benefits of integrating secure software development processes. Starting with the U.S. Department of Defense, they notably adopted secure coding standards and integrated security requirements into their contractual processes, alongside implementing thorough auditing measures. These steps significantly bolstered the security posture of their critical mission applications and improved collaborative efforts. Next, we look at a large financial institution that established secure development pipelines. They placed a strong emphasis on regular training and strict access control enforcement, which worked to reduce security incidents and ensure compliance with industry regulations. Their proactive approach to security assurance was a key factor in these positive outcomes. Lastly, a technology company embracing DevSecOps principles exemplifies the shift towards embedding security throughout development. They introduced automated security checks into their CI/CD pipelines and cultivated a culture that prioritizes a security-first mindset. This shift led to accelerated development cycles, as well as marked improvements in detecting and remediating vulnerabilities. These case studies reinforce the tangible benefits of integrating security deeply within the software development lifecycle, ultimately leading to more robust and secure outcomes for organizational operations. When implementing secure software development practices, organizations often face several common challenges. One such challenge is cultural resistance, where development teams might be reluctant to change established workflows. To address this, promoting awareness of the benefits and actively involving developers in the process design can ease the transition. Another challenge is resource constraints, as limited budgets or personnel can impede the full implementation of security measures. In such cases, it is advisable to prioritize high-risk areas and make use of open-source security tools to maximize limited resources effectively. Furthermore, complex supply chains bring their own set of issues, particularly in managing security across numerous third-party components. To mitigate these risks, establishing strict supplier assessment procedures and requiring software bill of materials from vendors can offer greater visibility and control over the supply chain's security. As we explore the next steps and resources in our journey towards Secure Software Development Framework (SSDF) implementation, there are clear action items ahead. Start by scheduling a comprehensive assessment of your current software development lifecycle (SDLC) processes. Forming a cross-functional team is vital. This team will be the driving force for implementing SSDF, ensuring that perspectives from different areas of the organization are considered. In terms of resources, make sure to access the NIST guidelines, along with the myriad of supporting documents available. Tools for secure development and auditing are key assets in this process. Avail yourself of these to bolster your efforts. For in-depth study and reference, delve into the NIST 800-218 documentation, the NIST Cybersecurity Framework, OWASP Secure Coding Practices, and resources from the SANS Institute. These will provide invaluable guidance and concrete strategies. Additionally, review case studies on SSDF implementations from various industry reports. These real-world examples can offer insights and lessons that textbooks alone might miss. Embrace the wealth of knowledge and tools at your disposal, ensuring your approach is not only informed, but also comprehensive. In this slide, we examine both NIST 800-218 and SLSA by Google and the Linux Foundation. NIST 800-218, also known as the Secure Software Development Framework, SSDF, is a comprehensive set of guidelines developed by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, focused specifically on promoting secure software development practices. In contrast, the Supply Chain Levels for Software Artifacts, SLSA, provides an end-to-end framework aimed at safeguarding the integrity of software supply chains and has been crafted through a collaboration between Google and the Linux Foundation. We identify several key differences between these two frameworks. Firstly, their scope varies. NIST 800-218 zeroes in on secure development practices, while SLSA encompasses the broader software supply chain context. Secondly, with respect to adoption, NIST 800-218 is primarily a U.S. government standard, whereas SLSA has emerged as an industry-led initiative with a global impact. Lastly, in terms of tooling, SLSA offers extensive technical guidance, including detailed reference implementations specifically for supply chain security. Despite these differences, NIST 800-218 and SLSA can be utilized together, forming complementary approaches. When combined, they provide a robust strategy for secure software development as well as vigilant supply chain management. In conclusion, let's recap the core themes we covered. The importance of embedding security within the software development lifecycle, SDLC, was a primary focus. We explored the essential aspects of NIST's 800-218 framework and how its secure software development practices can benefit an organization significantly. Moving forward, it's vital to underscore our organization's commitment to security. Every team member plays a crucial role in ensuring that the software we produce is secure and reliable, fostering a robust security posture across all levels. Thank you for your attention and active participation throughout this course.